What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. We are back with another This Week in Destiny, giving you the full breakdown for the up and coming week. We see the launch of a brand new mode called Pantheon. We also have the final two Brave weapons, the Brave weapon set over in the Hall of Champions, a full breakdown of all the weekly rituals and so much more. So be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. We are well on our way to 200k, so make sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. This is week 4 of Into the Light and week 23 of Season of the Wish. Now this week we'll see the launch of the two final Brave weapons. You can pick up the quest from our site over in the Hall of Champions. This week's weapons are the Blast Furnace and also the Luna's Howl Hand Cannon. And the Blast Furnace quest is called Blast from the Past, and you'll need to rapidly defeat combatants using pulse rifles anywhere in the system. And as for Luna's Howl, this is called the Howl at the Moon, and once again you'll need to defeat combatants with precision damage using hand cannons. Now these are the final two pieces of the set, and as long as you've fully leveled up Lord Shaxx over in the Hall of Champions 2, you'll now be able to pick up the final key and gain access to the Superblack shader. This shader is only available until the 4th of June, so make sure to get all those quests done and also level up Lord Shaxx before the launch of the final shape and pick up this awesome unique Superblack shader. Now this week we'll also see the launch of Pantheon, a raid boss gauntlet. This week's challenge is called Atrax Sovereign and includes Golgoroth the Caretaker, Macrocosm, which is the planet's encounter in the Root of Nightmares raid, and Atrax 1. Now completing this challenge will complete the triumph called Extinction Averted. This will grant the Atrax Dethroned emblem and 30 Spores of Conquest. Alongside that, Lord Shaxx will also have brand new quests called Divine Weaponry. Now Shaxx has 2 of these in his inventory, with the first being available this week. This requires you to complete Pantheon on any difficulty, and completing Pantheon will allow you to claim an exotic from our site 9940. Now this allows you to select an exotic weapon from the raids featured in Pantheon. Now with this week's challenge consisting of 4 separate raids including King's Fall, Valve Disciple, Root of Nightmares and Deepstone Crypt, then it's highly likely that the exotics from those raids will be available as a guaranteed reward. As we touched upon earlier, another quest will be available from Shaxx later in the season, giving you another opportunity to pick up these exotics, and as a result being able to pick up the 1000 Voices when Riven of 1000 Voices becomes available later in the season. Now speaking of raids, this moves us nicely onto the featured raid and dungeon content for week 23. This week's featured raid is the Garden of Salvation, and this is one of the only raids that hasn't received a quality of life update. So therefore none of the weapons are craftable, but it is still at least the home to the Divinity, which is one of the most must-have raid exotics in the game. If you intend on running Pantheon, then it's highly likely as you enter contest difficulty, you'll need at least one of these in your fire team. As the featured raid, all the challenges will be available, so a perfect opportunity to earn the Enlightened Seal. So whether you're looking to pick that up or earn some exclusive raid rewards or complete the quest for Divinity, then this is the week to get them done. Now as for the featured dungeon, this is the Spire of the Watcher. Now this Vex dungeon takes place over on Mars and is the home to the Hierarchy of Needs exotic bow. As the featured dungeon, it means you can farm it this week for rewards. So whether you're chasing down weapons or artificer armor or trying to get your hands on this incredible bow, then be sure to jump into Spire upon this week's weekly reset. Now from here we're going to move on to the exotic mission Rotator, and the featured mission for this week is Presage. Now you will need to either own Beyond Light or Season of the Chosen in order to access it. This is also the home to the Dead Man's Tale exotic scout rifle, which is craftable, and when it was introduced as a featured mission, it even had a new trait added to the perk pool. Now alongside that awesome weapon, you also have weapons and armor from Season of the Haunted available, including Nazarek's Whisper, Bump in the Night, Tears of Contrition, Hollowed Denial, Firefright, Without Remorse, alongside Ostringer, the Drang, Beloved, Callous Minitool, and even Eidolon Pursuant armor set. All these items can drop during the course of the activity or upon completion, and they even have a chance to drop as Deep Sight Resonance versions if you're still looking to earn weapon patterns for some of these awesome weapons. Now next up, we're going to move on to Dares of Eternity and the 30th Anniversary Pack activity. Alongside the Scatterhorn armor set from Forsaken, the Prefector armor set from Season of the Chosen returns. And as always with Chosen armor, we do see the relevant weapons as well, including Scathelocke, Extraordinary Rendition, Brass Attacks, Threaded Needle, Coduello, the Imperial Needle, Far Future, Honor's Edge, Distant Tumulus, Interference, Shepherd's Watch, and the Annual Skate Hand Cannon. Now all these weapons and armor can drop during the course of the activity or upon completion, or by simply handing in strange coins over at the Star Horse over in the Treasure Hoard. Now next up, we're going to move on to the weekly rituals, and we see a returning Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall for week 23. This comes in the form of the Corrupted, which takes place over in the Dreaming City. Now this Nightfall isn't as challenging as it used to be, but in terms of Nightfall exclusive rewards, you'll see the return of the Wild Style Grenade Launcher as a featured exclusive reward. Now if you and your fire team can complete the Grandmaster Challenge and even get a Platinum Medal, then this will guarantee to drop as an Adept Nightfall reward. This will be your last opportunity to pick it up this season, so make sure to jump into the Corrupted upon this week's weekly reset. Now as for the featured Crucible Rotators, this week sees the return of Clash and Showdown, and we also see the return of Iron Banner Tribute as a featured Crucible mode. This will be your last Iron Banner of Season 23, and also your last chance to get the Durham's Claw Pulse Rifle, the Bite of the Fox Sniper Rifle, the Pressurized Precision Fusion Rifle, and the Swarm of the Raven Heavy Grenade Launcher. So whether you're looking to pick any of those up, or even some of the Iron Banner ornaments, emblem or shaders, then make sure to cross them off your list in the final Iron Banner for Season 23. Now as for bonus ranks, this can be found over in the Gambit playlist this week. If you still have any seasonal challenges or you've been holding onto them for a bonus Gambit week, it is the perfect chance to earn your Dredgen Seal, or even gild it, or even crossing off some of your final seasonal challenges before the end of Season 23. Now to round us out for the week, we're going to move on to the Lost Sector calendar. This kicks off over in Aphelios Rest and will be offering exotic boots. On Wednesday, you can head to the Bay of Drowned Wishes for a chance at exotic gauntlets, with Thursday being found over in the Chamber of Starlight and will be offering exotic chest pieces. On Friday, you can head over to Perdition for a chance at exotic helmets, with the Bunker E15 and Concealed Void being available on Saturday and Sunday respectively, offering exotic boots and exotic gauntlets. And to round us out for the week, on Monday you can head back to the Thrilladrome over on Neomuna, and this will be offering exotic chest pieces. So once again, if you're still filling out your exotic collection, then be sure to plan your week accordingly, and be sure to check out the calendar in full for yourself over in Today in Destiny, and I'll leave the link to that down in the video description below. So there we have it guys, a good look on everything that you can expect for week 23 of Season of the Wish. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to be to the game as always guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.